Welcome to Drophy, where we take your dumb ideas
And make even dumber drawings.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Karina.
I'm Julia.
And today, it's a thrilling day for me only. No one else here is going to be thrilled like I am.
I'm thrilled for you.
Elden Ring DLC is coming in June.
Wow.
Wow, you're right.
See if it's any good.
I'm not thrilled. This doesn't affect me at all.
It doesn't, but it does, because if I'm happy, you're happy.
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because we got a trailer and it was all this action and adventure and intrigue and lore.
So many kicks.
And more kicks than you'd expect.
Yeah.
Kicks.
I expected none, and there were like 5 or 6.
I didn't know Kicks was a big part of Elden Ring.
It is
weren't.
now.
Oh, DLC is very kick heavy.
It's
Yeah.
a kicking DLC.
Yeah, they
I
had
love
kicking.
that.
We put kicking in the game. Nothing else is different now.
10 out of 10 game of the year.
We figured out what was missing.
DLC stands for do lots of kicks.
Of kicks.
Kicks
with
with
a
a
C.
C.
Yeah.
Do lots kicks.
But this all is happening.
legs kicking.
Hey.
hey.
This all
Hi.
is This all is
Hi.
This all
Hello?
it's happening, and it coincides with a suggestion we got in the Drop a Picture on Discord.
How
Thanks for
convenient.
being a patron.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Being a patron.
User Al said, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree's release date was just announced and is a few months away still, so why not capitalize on that by drawing original Elden Ring NPCs using this name generator from Polygon? So y'all know Polygon. We're all friends over there with them.
We're
Sure
all
are.
friends over there with them.
Shape.
And
Yep.
it's the basis for lots of art. A Polygon is.
Sure is.
So there's lots of crossover.
Yeah.
So Polygon staff has made an Elden Ring name generator, and we're going to use that to make new freaky little guys
Yeah, dude.
to interact with in the Drophy special DLC that hopefully they will make once we collab with FromSoft.
Yeah.
Nathan,
Yes.
I'm going to generate for you a character.
Ain character.
Main character.
Wow.
Okay, Nathan.
Yeah.
Your character is Ripley, the expository cleric.
Oh, Ripley.
He's going to give you some exposition
Yeah.
for sure.
He's there to tell you, make sure you know what's going
Yeah.
on.
I think a big issue a lot of people have with the FromSoft games is there's not enough exposition. You have to really dig for it.
You do, and like many people's complaints were like, other than like, where's my mini map, where's my compass, where's my quest markers, where's my pop-ups that say buy the premium battle pass.
Yeah.
They were like, I don't know what the story is, and that you need to add a character that you can just go up to and he'll be like, oh, you're at that part?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just catch you up to speed here.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
So America had 3 children, Melania, Mikola,
Mercedes.
and Mercedes.
McKenna.
America's in this game?
America. I'd like it if Ripley didn't know what was going on and
Yeah.
was just like
He's making it up.
spitballing.
It's a lot of like fan theories.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually just lying.
Yeah, all the information he's getting is off of like conspiracy theory, like YouTube shorts.
Oh,
He's like trying to catch up. He sees you coming up and he's like, oh God. Scroll. All right, this video seems like it's relevant. So America, the small horse
America,
is actually
the small
floating.
horse.
There you go.
There you go. You got it.
But that's real.
That is real.
Or is it?
Or is it?
I did say America, the small horse is floating.
You did.
Yeah.
America.
The small horse is floating.
That's it. I am glad that we got another character with an R name for Elden Ring, as if there aren't enough R named characters.
There aren't.
Yeah.
They're all something with an R or an M.
Yeah, that's like every character in
That's
the
every
game.
character.
Mallory,
Mm-hmm.
Reginald,
Meredith.
Ronald.
Meredith, Ronald.
There's 3 Ronalds for some reason.
Wait, really?
There's like 2 characters of the same name,
Ronald?
right? In Elden Ring.
I don't remember which ones you're talking about, but
Ripley. They should really stop naming characters Ronald and Ripley.
one of my favorite things first playthrough of the game is there's this character that shows up and she's like, my name is Rena and I'm a witch. And then you see her later and she was like, I lied to you. My name is actually Ronnie. And I'm like, what difference does that make to me? I don't know who you are.
How is that any different from when my dad just confidently says your name is Jason?
Well, it'd be like if I met you for the first time and I was like, hey, what's up? My name's Jason. And then I came back to you 30 minutes later and I was like, listen, I gotta come clean. My name's actually Jacob. You'd be like, what was the point of that lie?
Okay,
It
but
meant
if you
nothing to
ever
me.
meet my dad, can you do that?
Yeah, I will do that.
Perfect.
I'll gaslight your dad.
Yeah.
Everyone should.
It is funny to like lie about your name with a name that's like so similar that someone would be like, wait, didn't you say your name was Ronnie? It's like, no, I said it was Rena.
I said it was Rena, but it's actually Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
So wait. What?
What?
Then
I
who's
don't.
Rena?
What do you misunderstand about this?
It's like, I think that she thinks you know a lot more about the game than you actually do.
Mhm. Well,
and
that's
she's trying to deceive you in some sort of way, but I'm like, but I'm stupid.
yeah. Well, now that Ripley's in here, you're gonna know so much.
If that's even his real name.
Yeah.
My name's actually Rapley.
Yeah.
I tricked you.
Throughout the course of the game, he keeps going, oh, actually, it's Ropley.
It's actually Ropley.
Yeah. Didn't I say that before? What did I say before? Rapley? That's not a real name. And then at the end of the game, you just realize it's Ripley.
Hey, it's me again, Rumpley. You remember me from earlier?
I can't remember who it was I was talking about, but I was just looking at a list of Elden Ring characters because I watched Jacob play quite a bit of it. And the 3 that always drove me nuts were Godfrey, Godric, and Godwin.
Yeah, that's not...
And then I would say the wrong
acceptable.
one, and Jacob's like, do you mean this other one? And I'm like, don't you give me this tone.
You know what? No, I don't. I don't mean that
You
one.
know it's stupid.
They're all the same guy in my world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If any 2 people's names are too similar, I'm sorry, but you are both the same person now.
Yeah, we gotta, to simplify things, we gotta start making some combinations here.
If you start with the same letter as someone else that I met at a similar time period,
That's it for you.
that's it for both of you.
That's me with Jacob and Julia. It's too confusing.
Yeah, we made it worse by getting married.
Yeah, now I don't know what to think.
Yeah, it's all right.
Nathan, I like that this drawing implies that he sort of just stands there yelling the lore.
Yeah.
Like, you can't avoid hearing it.
He's
if
on the
you're
back
in
of one of
area.
those bell turtles.
Yeah, screaming it out
Yeah.
across the lands between.
There's a bell turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's sort of like a big rocky turtle with a bell tower on its back.
Bell tower.
Yeah. I'll pull up a picture of it so you can
Thank
see
you.
it.
Yeah.
And he walks around and you hear the dongs of the bell.
Oh.
The dings and the dongs,
Okay.
to be clear.
Sure.
Not just the dongs.
No, I don't want the turtle priest.
I know the
priest.
turtle priest.
The turtle pope, you mean?
I'm sorry, the turtle pope.
That's what I said. Why, did I say something else?
I lied to you. I'm actually the turtle pope, not just a turtle priest. I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me.
I know that one. Is this the one with the snake lady?
The snake lady. Which
There's a
one
few
is
snakes.
the snake lady?
She kind of just stands there like this, and she's a snake.
And she's also a lady.
And she's also a lady.
She appears sometimes as a lady, but sometimes as a
yes.
snake with funny little
yes.
appendages.
Yes.
That's
I love that lady.
oh god, am I gonna be able to remember her name?
Jacob.
That is
Godfrey.
That's Godfrey.
her name is oh shit.
Ronald.
Oh no.
I have it if you want it.
What is it?
Mallory.
Raya.
Her name is
Of course
Raya.
it starts with an R. I was close.
Yeah. They all start with an R or an M. She's great.
I just remember her recently because they announced that they were making a pop-up parade figure of her.
Oh.
And but it's not as the snake form.
What?
So my bestie, who we were looking at the announcements together, she was just like, why would they, this is such a funny figure to make because they're also just not doing the snake form. So
Yeah.
it's just her like slumped over.
She's so basic when she's in human form, and she's just like so slumped, and then the snake is like so happy to be there, or at least that's how she looks.
I love the funny snake. But yeah, it's a figure of like the schlumpy human form.
Love that.
and
I do like her schlumpy human form
yeah,
because
like
she's
it's
schlumped.
just a funny thing to make a figure of.
It's such an
all.
unnatural way to be schlumped. She's just like the upper half of her body is just like at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. Here you go. By the way,
Ooh, cool.
I just showed Nathan the
Turtle.
walking mausoleum.
Walking mausoleum.
This is like if what's that point and click adventure?
King's Quest.
King's Quest. This is like if there was a
Nancy Drew's quest.
This is like if King's Quest made the Elden Ring DLC.
That'd be a wild thing. Just like get a different company to make your DLC in a completely different genre.
Yeah. Like, oh, clearly you're on the DLC.
It's
How could you
2D
tell?
pixel art.
Yeah.
Point and click. Very comical in nature.
Sorry, I'm just stuck on the walking mausoleum.
Yeah.
What about it?
I hate when I lie in the grass next to the mausoleum
Mm-hmm.
and it walks away.
Yeah. You're like, dang it. I was enjoying the chimes.
I got your reference, Karina.
Thanks.
She was doing a Fallout Boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yippee!
Yippee! Fallout Boy!
It was more than I bargained for. Okay, let's just give him some armor that doesn't make too much sense.
No, it can't make too much sense.
I like his butt.
Thanks.
Yeah, kind of like is tucked
Yeah.
like up under,
It's sort of tucked up under.
which makes me wonder sort of where his penis is.
Well, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
Is that part of the lore?
It's part of the lore.
Yeah, it's one of the options. Like, can you please tell me about your cock and balls and their location, please?
Yeah,
He's like,
and
yes.
and then he'll tell you the whole like place that he's from, and then you can find that place, and everyone has this outfit, and then it's like a whole thing. It's like, actually, there's a good reason that you don't know where his junk is.
It's a cultural thing within the society that he's from.
It's like a whole to do, and you're like, I didn't need you to explore in this much
It's
depth.
an entire quest line.
Yeah.
It's just about his junk.
Then we gotta have a Vati video being in his super nice voice being like, and in this region you'll find the junkless ones.
Cursed to be junkless, wandering the lands with nary a penis nor ball.
And if
Between
you freeze frame in this cinematic, in this,
You got it, Julia. Go ahead.
is that what I'm looking for?
Cinematic.
In this clip, if you freeze frame right here, you'll see. I can't.
Here it comes. Here it is.
You'll see.
What will we
when-
see?
Nothing.
If you
Because there is nothing there.
Vati, I gotta know.
To see.
Imagine if Vati made a video that was this bad.
Just like muttering and stumbling over their words.
He didn't write a script. He just was
No.
like trying to wing it.
Meanwhile, actual Vati's like, hi, I spent 12 hours researching why the symbol pops up where it does, and here's my 3-hour video to explain why
Yeah.
it is the way that it is, and I've
Meanwhile,
meticulously researched.
Julia's over here like, what's the word?
What's the
for
word
cinematic?
for pre-rendered video? What is it? What is it in a video game?
Cutscene.
Was that the word you were trying to find?
Yeah.
Oh. Cinematic is also a word
Yeah,
you
that's
can
one.
use. That's
That's
not the
one,
same
too.
thing.
You're doing great.
Julie just has her head in her hand.
Yeah,
I don't
she
think she's
was-
gonna make it through this
She looks
episode.
really
Oh,
upset,
God.
honestly.
I also don't know if Nathan's ever gonna finish drawing this tabard.
I don't want the tabard to cover the little butt that I drew, though. So
Oh, I
maybe it's
see.
like
Just make it like
maybe it's like this.
it frames it perfectly, actually. And I was gonna say just make it like sheer. It's like lacy curtains.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
No, I think this is
It's
more.
like a little show.
I think
Yeah.
it's more lore. He just has it like on him. It's like both
Written on
sides.
his body.
Yeah.
When he's not yelling lore, it like closes in the middle, like curtains for a play.
Yeah, the lore comes from the butt crack.
That's where it's stored.
I was about to say that's a great idea for like male fantasy armor where it's just like a sheer
Yes.
tabard and you can see like the silhouette of
Yeah.
their balls.
That's what people want.
Oh God.
All this PC culture these days, they
Yeah.
won't let me see the silhouette of my character's balls anymore. Gaming has really gone down the toilet.
Yeah, well, not in the Elden Ring DLC. You can
Yeah.
see all the balls, especially when they do the kicks.
I'm George R. R. Martin. I'm introducing kicks and balls in this
was my
new Elden Ring
contribution.
DLC.
And I don't mean soccer or football.
Not in the way that you would think.
Yeah, not those kicks and not those balls.
Really, it would be like, he'd be like, Miyazaki called me up and asked if I wanted to contribute to the new DLC, and I gave him 37 pages of descriptions of banquets. So we'll see what he adds in from that.
And instead, he introduced kicking and balls.
Are there balls in Elden Ring?
Yeah, ask this guy.
Ooh.
He'll tell you.
Yeah, he'll tell you.
He'll tell you where to find all the balls.
Just clutching his shoulders like, are there balls?
Where are they?
Tell me,
Tell me.
please.
Ripley will rip you a new one if you get the lore wrong.
Wow.
Please don't.
Wow.
So this is him. This is Ripley, the expositional cleric.
Great job, Nathan.
Perfect.
I love him. I think he's really gonna cause a lot of happiness.
New fan favorite. And yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Great.
I would like
All right.
for Karina to draw now.
I would also like that.
Karina,
Ah,
are you ready to generate for me a fucked up little guy?
generally, yes.
Oh boy, well, do I have one for you? I'd like for you to make for me Putrid Death Cult, the Sniveling Fish.
That's a cool band name.
Yeah. Is it a cult or a singular fish?
The person's name is Putrid Death Cult.
And he is
And
a
he
sniveling
is a sniveling fish.
fish.
How to be a fish and to snivel.
This is like the perfect example of the guy who comes up and tries to start a fight with you and then says, I'm just a little guy.
Yeah.
When you try to hit him
Please
back.
don't hit me. It's my birthday.
I'm
Yeah.
just a sniveling fish.
I'm just a sniveling little fish. And then you turn around and he stabs you in the ass.
And then when you turn around and punt him across the field, he's just like, please, it's my birthday.
You wouldn't kick a little guy on his birthday, would you?
Come on.
Come on.
So basically, this is every CEO on Twitter.
You misunderstand.
I'm your friend. Do
We're
give
a
me all your money.
family.
We're a family. Also, you're fired.
I'm gonna stab you in the butt.
I'm gonna stab you in the
I
butt.
mean, I'm not going to stab you in the butt. Why would I do that? Just turn around.
What you
Turn
have to-
around.
What you have to understand is that being stabbed in the butt is a perk of the job.
It's a feature.
It's a feature.
I could have stabbed you in like the heart or the face. And that would have been worse. At least it's just a butt.
It's just a butt.
I like the idea that, you know those fish that like swim in groups that make shapes
Oh,
to intimidate
yeah.
other
Mhm.
fish? I'd like the idea that like the cult is just like a bunch of fish that are pretending to be one big fish.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, a lot of little fish
A lot of little
inside
fish.
this
That's
fish.
Maybe as many legs.
He's just a lot of guys in one fish costume.
There is a really cool boss that's in the trailer for the new DLC that's designed after like those like Chinese parade dragons where it's like a bunch of people inside a dragon costume, but it's like the boss is essentially like 3 people inside like a fucked up dragon lion costume, but you can't tell if the people are like fused together or like what their deal is, but the design of it is like really cool looking.
That's cool. But I mean, I like this. I like the I like how many feet he has.
It's the perfect number.
Fish don't have feet, do they?
Yeah, but this guy does.
This guy does. He's a sniveling fish.
Yeah, the feet add to the sniveling.
All the better to snivel you with.
I've been told that I'm really good at like bumbling my way into a real FromSoft design.
Yeah.
So.
I mean,
That's true.
He 100% feels like one of the enemies that hits you, and then when you turn to like hit him back, he's running away, and then when you turn to like leave him alone, he comes back and he hits you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like absolutely.
That's totally sniveling fish behavior.
Yeah. He's skittering for sure.
Yeah.
Every friend group has one.
He snivels, he skitters, he stabs. He's a fish.
Jacob and I have been playing Bloodborne on Secret Sleepover Society, and my least favorite enemies so far are birds. They're just birds.
Bloodborne's got the most fucked up birds in the game.
Yeah.
They ain't right.
They're just like crows that are grounded and just scream at you and then jump at your face.
They're grounded. What did they do?
They stayed out past curfew.
Tax fraud.
And tax fraud.
They stayed out past curfew.
I don't get it.
Curfew.
Curfew.
Oh, he's so sick.
Low-key me today.
That's his snivel fluid.
Please put me back in the water.
Gotta regenerate my sniveling fluid.
My mucus, please.
I can't snivel if I'm dry.
You don't want to see me when I'm dry.
You think it's bad now?
When I stop sniveling, I start doing something else, and you're not gonna like what it is.
What is it?
That's part of the mystery of the game. You don't know.
You have to go ask.
You have to go ask
Ripley.
Ripley.
You gotta go ask Ripley or dry him out and see what happens.
Yeah, you have to do your own experiment.
I found this knife when I came to shore. I'm gonna get you with it.
Maybe not now, but sometime.
Eventually.
When you're not looking, just you wait.
You can't be looking all the time. But don't hit me, though.
Please.
I'll cry.
I'll cry.
I'll cry. I'll get my snivel all over you.
I'll be so sad.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me dry.
Making me cry does make me dry.
It
All my
dries me
tears.
out. All my moisture comes out through the tears.
I have to retain that moisture on the inside.
That's how you fight him.
You have to do, like, insulting moves to
You
him.
have to taunt him.
Yeah, do, like, emotes and
Yeah.
hit him with the joke weapons.
No. Don't do that.
Why don't you take me seriously? No.
No, he's wearing the stupid frog mask. Oh, God.
I hate this.
I hate this.
Got the pot on his head.
He's not even looking. So small.
A littlest knife.
There we go.
Very minor damage.
Yeah. But right in the ass.
This guy 100% comes out when you're fighting like someone much more intimidating, and then he comes in and just like pokes you enough to like stagger you so that the enemy gets like so many hits on you, and you're like, stop!
Oh, that would be so annoying.
There's like status effects in this game, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like a poison tipped dagger.
Yeah, it immediately gives you toxic, which
Yeah.
is the enhanced version of poison that drains your health even faster.
Oh,
It's
just
like-
like in Pokemon.
Like fucking
Except it's Scarlet Rot in Elden Ring.
even worse, like point of reference is that there's one Battle Dome challenger in Neopets who I didn't realize had a poison tip dagger.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just trying to like get some prizes off of him, and he kept making my pets sick.
But the Neopets can have daggers?
Yeah, they can have most things. Destiel Confession uses a void sword.
Do they
Void
fight?
Sword.
I try to
Yes.
avoid sword
Hey, Nathan.
in most of my
There he is.
I don't get it.
fights.
I don't want to be stabbed
Yeah.
or slashed.
So you avoid sword.
Avoid swords.
Mm.
That's tip 1 in my self-defense class.
You see a sword?
Avoid sword.
Avoid it. Don't be there.
Avoid sword. Avoid fist.
If you're about to be in a fight, don't.
If you're in the DLC, avoid kick.
Avoid kick.
He's got even more.
Oh.
He's got so many limbs. Yeah, dude. You don't know which hand he's going to stab you with.
Yeah, some of them don't have bones. Some of them do.
Some of them are pre-filleted. Deboned.
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 And which ones have bones changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move his bones around.
I did have bones before, but now I do.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
But sometimes they do, like, if he's just kind of flailing around, the ones that are boneless can just, like, and, like, slap you. Yeah.
For minor damage, but
Yeah. Everything he does is minor damage, but it adds up, you know?
Yeah, it's minor damage at the most inconvenient time.
I relate to 2 out of 3 of that M. Night Shyamalan trilogy with Bruce Willis. I relate to those so much.
Unbreakable?
Unbreakable.
What are you talking about?
And the glass one.
What does he relate about?
Well, some of his limbs, very fragile. Some of his other limbs, not so fragile.
This was quite a connection. I'm impressed.
I gotta
Thank
be
you.
honest, I feel like when it comes to limbs being fragile and not fragile, you could say that about anyone or most things. I'm done.
Putrid death cult. The sniveling fish.
Yeah, he is putrid. He do snivel.
I love him so much. And I hate him so much.
Yeah.
And that's the essence of an Elden Ring NPC.
Yep, basically.
I would be delighted to see him.
Thank you, Karina. Julia's time.
Me.
I got a character for you, Julia.
Yes.
I'd like for you to draw Twin Gorp, the torpid crow.
Twin what? The what?
Twin
Crow?
Gorp. The...
Twin Gorp, the torpid crow.
What's torpid?
Torpid means like mentally or physically inactive. Sort of like a lazy
He's silly.
crow named Twin Gorp.
Twin Gorp.
With a name like Twin Gorp, you don't have much of a choice in what characteristics you develop growing up.
No.
Yeah, it's Twin Gorp. Yeah, no one expects me to do shit.
No.
Perfect.
Torpid's in my title.
Yeah.
Came out the womb, torpid. Going into the grave, torpid.
Torpid and Gorpin is what they say.
It can also be, according to the dictionary, if
The
you're
what?
talking about an animal, it can be dormant, especially during hibernation.
Oh, a sleepy crow that's named Twin Gorp.
That's twice the gorp for all the value. So you've drawn a ghost clown.
No.
No,
I
this
was gonna
is-
say that maybe it's a twin Gorp because it has 2 heads.
Oh.
And one is
Oh.
dormant and the other one is stupid.
This is my lazy head and this is my stupid head. Which one do you want to interact with? It's bad either way.
You can only ask one question. One head is always stupid, and one head is always asleep.
Go on.
This puzzle sucks.
I don't understand the puzzle.
It's not really like a dichotomy. It's like just 2 things.
It's just 2 things, and honestly, neither is helpful.
Actually, I want this to be the sleepy one.
Maybe like the stupid head is like incredibly strong and the lazy head has like incredible magic spells that it can do.
I think it should be the other way around.
The lazy head should be incredibly strong.
Yeah. So that when you fight it, if you wake up the lazy head, it like one hits you.
Yeah,
Mm.
And then
it goes to hit snooze.
Yeah, and then it hits the snooze button, it just smashes you and shoots you with a gun. And then the stupid one is always casting spells, but they're stupid.
They're stupid
Silly spells.
Yeah, so some of them do damage, but some of them are just silly.
Shoots up confetti,
Yeah.
makes a sandwich.
Yeah, it's like the assist trophies on Smash Bros.
Yeah, you don't
it makes
know.
a dog cover your screen. Lick you.
It brings Ripley out and he just starts reading you the lore and it covers the screen.
Yeah.
At like 2 times the volume you have your volume set to.
Yeah, it's just blowing your speakers out.
Peeking the mic.
Ripley's just like oh, this is cute.
So are the beaks coming out of like a sweater hole?
No, it's a helmet.
It's a helmet.
A helmet.
You don't put a sweater there, idiot.
Well, I don't know what they do in the lands between, in the shadowed lands of the DLC, Karina. We've never been there. It's shadowed.
Okay.
I don't know what they're getting up to.
Mufasa sounding ass.
Ooh, yeah. Wide stance.
The helmet with 2 faces on it is like a super soulsy thing.
Yeah.
To have.
Oh, Twin Gorp.
I forgot his name was Gorp.
His name is Twin Gorp.
Twin Gorp. I'm sorry.
Say the
I'm
whole
sorry.
thing.
I'm sorry.
We are not on a casual level with him.
Yeah.
Do not simply refer to him as Gorp. Only friends and family.
Of which he has none.
Is he just wearing like a blazer?
No.
Because I would love that.
Like a turtleneck blazer combo, like an author at a book signing.
I do love the other face. Oh, if it's a helmet. Oy. So that's the hole, the eye hole. But it does just kind of look like he's peeking back.
Oh yeah. I imagine he like turns it around depending on
Yeah.
you know, what mode he's in.
I liked that symbol because it made him look dizzy.
Maybe he is.
From spinning around too much. That's one of the ways you beat him.
Make him turn his head and just keep switching between the lazy side and the stupid side
Yeah.
until he gets dizzy.
Is that like a thing? Is this a sort of like battle they would have? This sounds like a very like Nintendo mainline game boss battle. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
totally.
it's just bonking him until he gets real dizzy
You jump on his head.
while he's trying to cast silly spells.
Well, they had Nintendo guest design just this fight for the DLC. You have to use your kicks to bonk him and make him silly.
Do I want him to have like a little sleep hat?
Oh,
yeah.
But which way does it go?
I imagine it's like a sleepy hat, and then when he turns it back around, it like points up, like a
Yeah.
like a
Like,
wizard
it
cap.
becomes perky.
Yeah, like a wizard's hat.
I love
it
that.
stands alert. It stands at attention.
That's very cute. I also like the idea of wearing a helmet with a wizard hat on it.
Yeah.
Put a hat on your helmet.
It's called fashion.
Yeah,
You wouldn't understand.
He's really cute.
thank you.
Oh,
I want him to have like little feather detailing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, the wizards in all Souls games are kind of silly.
Yeah,
The ones in Elden Ring wear like giant Burger King man helmets. They have like giant statue heads on their heads
That's great.
for no discernible reason.
And do you want me to take you seriously?
They literally look like the Burger, like Sneak King in like the Burger King game. And then in Dark Souls, there's a character whose name is just Big Hat Logan. He just wears like the biggest hat you've ever seen. And he's like the most powerful wizard in the world.
How big is his hat?
It's huge, dude. I'll show
I
you.
need to see.
Show
Which
him.
is the game with Long Arm Jim?
That's
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Yes.
that's the one I've been playing.
Ooh, have you seen any Long Arm Jims?
Oh, so many. He's been yelling, "Oh, why?" at me a lot.
This
He's
is-
so eepy.
This is Big Hat Logan.
Oh, that's a silly hat. How
I've
does
seen-
he see?
I've seen bigger hats.
He doesn't. The hat is
Yeah.
the hat is so big. The hat is so big.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, what did you say to me?
Sorry, Elvis came in for a second.
Yeah. He's possessing Jacob.
Look at this fucking guy. He's so stupid.
I wouldn't call it a comically large hat or even a cartoonish hat, but yeah, it's pretty big. It's like realistically big.
Imagine like you're playing a game where everyone is wearing things that are the appropriate size, like the whole game, and then this guy just shows up wearing this hat.
My guy, that's just real life.
Damn. That's true.
Everyone is wearing things that are the appropriate size.
And then imagine if you saw someone wearing a hat that big in real life. You'd be like, that's a big hat.
I mean,
That's a big hat, Logan.
if it was on the subway, I wouldn't be too moved by it.
But you would think that's a big hat.
I would think, it's a pretty large hat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't think it was like outrageously big though.
But comparatively,
Does it flap around when he walks?
no.
Okay, then it can't be that big.
He's magic.
He
It's
uses
probably
a
ensorcelled
lot of his sorcery to make the hat not flop.
or fall off or tip to the side.
At all times, he's using 50% of his magic to keep the hat rigid.
If he ever took off the hat, that would be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
But he
talk
won't.
to Ripley, he'll explain that actually the reason why he wanted to learn magic in the first place was so that he could pull off the big hat.
That was his total inspiration.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's so valid.
Well, that's just like Radon and his tiny horse.
Yeah.
Eh?
He learned gravity magic so that he could continue riding his tiny horse without crushing it.
Why is his horse tiny?
He's like this big. He has horns. And then his horse is like,
And he is using magic to
Poor
be able to
kid,
ride.
though.
Yeah. Well, he was at one point a normal sized guy, but he kept getting bigger and bigger, and his horse stayed the same size.
Why did he keep getting bigger and bigger?
Because he's like a demigod, and
Oh.
he kept getting more powerful, but also more fucked up
Ah,
and more like crazy.
hate when that happens.
But he loved his.
But for Radon so loved his horse, he casted a big spell to keep riding him, even
That's
though he's
nice.
so small.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So the horse is like regular size.
Yeah, the horse is regular size
That's funny.
with just a huge guy on him.
so what do we think this dude's deal is? Is he like a guy you fight, or is he like a wandering merchant sort of thing?
It's probably like most NPCs, like a mixture of column A and column B.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you-
hoping to fight him. I feel like it'd be fun to fight him.
You probably
Yeah.
could.
It's-
I mean, you could fight anyone.
It's a really difficult fight.
I'll fight anyone.
I think he's the type like Siegmeyer in Dark Souls, who's like a guy that just sits around and is like, I don't know how to get through the door. Guess I'll just sit here. And then you open the door and then you find him later somewhere else. He's like, now I don't know how to get across the bridge. Oh, I
Useless
guess I'll just wait for something to happen.
baby man behavior.
And then like at the end of the quest
I
line,
need
you
to do it
can
for me.
either end up fighting him or like fighting with him against another foe. So it's that type of guy.
Oh, you're fighting me. I don't know what to do.
Well,
Guess I'll wait to see what
jeez.
happens.
Whoa, you're really swinging that sword at me. Oh, oh dang.
Oh, jeepers. I'm having a bad day.
Oh, we got a little cauldron cooking some soup.
Aw,
Cooking
this
up a
is
potion.
cute.
When I started to design him, I was thinking of the prawn guy from Elden Ring. The hot guy who just cooks prawns.
Yeah, Prawn Man.
Yeah, prawn man. And that he's just like a dude that you find out here, and he doesn't move much, and he's just like, I'm too sleepy. And then
Great
something happens,
EP.
and then you see he's like wildly powerful. You're like, damn.
Unlike Prawn Man, who
He-
turned out to be not wildly powerful.
Yeah.
Well,
It
you
was
can
just a
either
man.
you can either be hot or powerful.
Yeah, you got to take your pick.
But if you defeat him, you can get his like face helmet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really cute.
It'd be like a fun item if you had a helmet that, like, when it's facing one way, it like boosts your strength, and then if it faces the other way, it boosts your intelligence.
Ooh.
But like debuffs the other stats, so you
Yeah.
have to like, really pick,
Yeah.
and it switches at random.
Ooh.
So you gotta really hope.
It switches turn to turn
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
I wanted him to look like he's wearing some sort of like pajamas and robes. Old-timey sleepy robes.
He's in his little honk shoe uniform. He's about to me on your ass.
Well, one face honks shoes, and the other face me's.
Yeah.
You better not catch me on my me days.
Yeah.
If you can't handle me at my honk shoe, you don't deserve me at my me's.
Thank you.
I'm always saying that.
Thank you. Somebody needed to say it.
I'm glad you said that. I'm really glad you said that.
I'm so glad you said that.
I'm really brave.
Atmospheric.
This is delightful, Julia.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us this man,
I
Twin
love
Garp.
I love
Gorp.
twin. Oh, don't you dare call him Twin Garp.
I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you
I
sure
wake.
didn't.
Editor, please. Editor, cut that. Editor, please.
Activate.
Twin Gorp.
Twin Gorp.
The
Twin
Torpid Crow.
Gorp.
This has like little star constellations because some of them have little stars.
Yeah,
Is it
keep,
the Praters that have it?
keep adding more, Julia. More for you to do later.
More.
Yes.
You won't be torpid when you're rendering this later.
You'll be torpid afterwards.
Yeah, you'll be torpid afterwards.
Nah, I'll have fun rendering this. It's cute.
It seems like something you'd like.
Yeah.
Torpin' big.
Torp big or barely torpin.
Well, we're feeling a little torpid now that we're done with this episode. And we gotta go take a rest at the nearest... I was gonna say bonfire,
Motel
but that's
8.
a Dark Souls thing. At the
Motel
nearest
8.
site of grace, we're gonna
Oh.
take a little rest.
Then not that.
We're gonna go back to Round Table Hold. But thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you're all excited about the Elden Ring DLC
How does
as
holding a
I'm
round
excited.
table help you rest?
Just trust me. Give
So
it
you
a
should
try.
Yeah, try
Just
it.
try it.
Just try it.
All right.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Oh, I'm famously a hater.
Listen, we here at Drawfee are NPCs in your life,
Whoa.
Mhm.
and our quest line is completed easily. You just have to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's part one of the quest line.
But if you
Yeah.
want the deep lore, you got to support us on Patreon.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
it is paid DLC,
Yeah.
but it unlocks a lot more
Kicks.
of the lore and way more kicks and balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on the really high tiers.
Yeah. So you're going to want that.
Yeah.
We also have our own armor sets you can pick up
Mhm.
in our merch store that give you various buffs and stat increases
And decreases.
and decreases, but in all the right places. And if you want to catch us live, we will fight you on Twitch. That's where the Drawfee boss fight is.
Yeah.
Step through the fog gate. I'm losing track of the metaphor, but it's 7 p.m. on Mondays. You can go there and we'll kick your ass.
No one's listening anymore anyway.
That's true, according to the stats.
Oh.
This is all the best stuff in the episode, though.
Yeah.
We're missing
The
out.
It doesn't get better than this.
We really tie everything up with a nice bow.
Yeah, a perfect package. Just like Ripley doesn't have,
Damn.
according to the lore.
According to the lore.
Thanks for watching. We're sorry.
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 Sorry.